Have you ever made a decision with your heart only to regret it later? They say, follow your heart. But what if your heart is the reason you keep making the same mistakes? Your brain is the true leader. It sees the bigger picture, weighs the facts, and helps you make smarter decisions. As the saying goes, your heart feels, but your brain knows. Trust emotions to inspire you, but let logic lead the way to your best decisions. In this audiobook, we'll uncover why blindly trusting your emotions can hold you back, and how using the power of your brain can guide you toward clarity, success, and better choices. It's time to let your brain take the lead and finally create the life you deserve. Chapter 1. The Battle Between Emotion and Logic. Every decision we make is a tug-of-war between two forces, emotion and logic. Emotion is quick and loud, urging us to act on how we feel in the moment. It's the thrill of excitement, the pull of desire, or the sting of anger. Logic, on the other hand, is calm and measured. It steps back, evaluates the situation, and considers the consequences. While emotion fuels our actions, logic serves as the guide. But when they clash, the real challenge begins. Emotions are what make life vibrant and meaningful. They inspire creativity, build connections, and bring joy. But when we let them lead without question, they can lead to impulsive decisions or regrets. Logic offers the stability needed to think things through, but relying solely on reason can leave us disconnected from our passions and instincts. The key isn't choosing one over the other. It's finding the balance that lets both work together. In this chapter, we'll explore how to manage this internal battle. You'll learn to recognize when emotions are taking over and when logic is too rigid. By understanding the strengths and weaknesses of both, you can create a partnership where logic leads and emotions inspire. This harmony allows you to make decisions that align with your goals and values, bringing clarity and purpose to your life. Chapter 2. Why Emotions Can Mislead You. Emotions are powerful and deeply human, but they're not always reliable guides. They're often reactive, influenced by how we feel in the moment, rather than what's truly best for us. Fear can stop us from taking risks, even when the opportunity could change our lives for the better. Anger can push us to say things we regret, and excitement can lead to impulsive decisions that don't align with our long-term goals. While emotions can be valuable, they can also cloud our judgment when we follow them blindly. The problem with emotions is that they're tied to our immediate reactions, not the bigger picture. They're shaped by our past experiences, biases, and even physical states like hunger or fatigue. For example, stress might make a small problem seem enormous, or guilt might lead us to make choices that don't serve our best interests. When we let emotions take control, we risk making decisions that satisfy the moment but create challenges down the road. In this chapter, we'll uncover the common ways emotions mislead us and explore strategies to manage them. By learning to pause and reflect before acting, you can harness the energy of your emotions without letting them dictate your decisions. When you understand how to balance emotion with reason, you gain the power to make choices that align with your values and goals, rather than being carried away by fleeting feelings. Chapter 3. The Power of Logical Thinking. Logical thinking is the foundation of sound decision-making. It allows us to step back from emotions, assess a situation objectively, and make choices based on facts rather than feelings. While emotions can be fleeting and reactive, logic provides stability and clarity, helping us see the bigger picture and stay focused on our long-term goals. One of the greatest strengths of logical thinking is its ability to bring order to chaos. When faced with a challenge, logic helps us break it down into smaller, manageable pieces. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, we can analyze the problem, identify possible solutions, and choose the most effective path forward. This approach reduces stress and empowers us to tackle even the most complex situations with confidence. Logical thinking also protects us from impulsive decisions. While emotions might urge us to act quickly, logic encourages us to pause and consider the consequences. For example, before making a major purchase, logic asks, "Do I really need this? How will it affect my finances?" By thinking things through, we avoid regrets and make choices that align with our values and priorities. Another benefit of logical thinking is its role in problem solving. When we approach challenges with a rational mindset, we're more likely to find creative and effective solutions. Logic encourages us to think critically, question assumptions, and explore alternative perspectives. This not only helps us overcome obstacles, but also fosters growth and innovation. However, logical thinking doesn't mean ignoring emotions altogether. Instead, it's about balancing logic with emotional awareness. Emotions provide valuable insights into what we care about and why, while logic ensures that our actions are thoughtful and intentional. Together, they create a powerful partnership that leads to smarter decisions and a more fulfilling life. In this chapter, we'll explore techniques to strengthen your logical thinking skills, such as asking the right questions, analyzing data, and considering long-term outcomes. By embracing the power of logic, you'll gain the tools to navigate life's challenges with clarity, purpose, and confidence. Logical thinking isn't just a skill, it's a mindset that can transform the way you approach every decision. Chapter 4. Balancing Emotion and Logic. The key to making wise decisions isn't choosing between emotion and logic, it's finding the balance between the two. Emotions bring passion, energy, and meaning to life, while logic offers clarity, structure, and direction. When these forces work together, they create a harmony that leads to better choices and a more fulfilling life. Emotions act as signals, telling us what matters to us. They guide us to protect what we value, pursue what brings us joy, and connect with others on a deeper level. However, emotions can also be overwhelming and impulsive, pushing us to act without thinking. This is where logic steps in to assess the situation, helping us evaluate risks and consequences before taking action. Balancing emotion and logic starts with self-awareness. When faced with a decision, take a moment to pause and identify what you're feeling. Are you excited, anxious, or angry? Recognizing your emotions allows you to understand their role in the decision-making process. At the same time, ask yourself, what does logic say about this? What are the facts? By giving equal attention to both, you ensure that neither dominates unfairly. One effective strategy is to let logic lead while emotions guide. For example, if you're deciding whether to take a new job, emotions might highlight your excitement about the opportunity or fears of change. Logic, on the other hand, can help you evaluate the salary, career growth potential, and stability of the role. By combining these perspectives, you can make a decision that feels both right and rational. Another way to balance emotion and logic is by practicing empathy, not just for others, but for yourself. Empathy allows you to validate your emotions without letting them take over. For instance, it's okay to feel disappointed if something doesn't go as planned, but logic helps you focus on what you can do next. This balance keeps you grounded and resilient, even in challenging situations. Balancing emotion and logic also requires flexibility. There will be times when one needs to take the lead over the other. In moments of crisis, logic might need to guide quick, practical actions. In personal relationships, emotions often take the forefront to foster connection and understanding. The key is knowing when to adjust based on the context of the situation. Creating balance isn't about silencing one voice. It's about allowing both to be heard. When you listen to your emotions, you honor your feelings and values. When you use logic, you ensure your actions are thoughtful and intentional. Together, they create a decision-making process that is both compassionate and intelligent. In this chapter, we'll explore practical techniques to achieve this balance, such as reflective questioning, mindfulness, and prioritization. By the end, you'll understand how to let your emotions inspire you while relying on logic to lead the way. Balancing emotion and logic isn't just a skill, it's a way of living that brings clarity, harmony, and purpose to your decisions. Chapter 5. Overcoming Emotional Biases. Emotional biases are the mental shortcuts our minds take when influenced by feelings rather than facts. While emotions can be powerful motivators, they often distort our perception, leading us to make decisions based on fear, anger, or excitement instead of logic and reason. Overcoming these biases is essential for making clear, balanced choices that truly serve our best interests. One common emotional bias is confirmation bias. This occurs when we focus only on information that supports what we already believe, ignoring facts that contradict our feelings. For example, if you're emotionally invested in a decision, you might disregard red flags because they don't align with what you want. To overcome this bias, actively seek out opposing perspectives and challenge your assumptions. Ask yourself, what evidence am I overlooking? Another emotional bias is loss aversion. This is the tendency to fear losses more than we value gains. It can cause us to hold on to bad investments, toxic relationships, or outdated goals simply because we're afraid of letting go. Overcoming this bias requires shifting your focus from what you might lose to what you stand to gain. Remind yourself that progress often involves leaving something behind. Emotional anchoring is another bias that affects decision-making. This happens when we place too much weight on the first piece of information we receive, even if it's not accurate or relevant. For instance, if someone criticizes an idea you're passionate about, that criticism might anchor your feelings and make you doubt yourself. To combat this bias, take a step back and consider the bigger picture before reacting. Fear-based bias is especially common in high-stress situations. Fear narrows our focus, making it harder to see creative solutions or long-term outcomes. It can lead to decisions driven by survival instincts rather than thoughtful planning. Overcoming this bias involves practicing mindfulness and deep breathing to calm your mind. When fear arises, remind yourself that emotions are temporary, and clarity often follows when you give yourself time to think. Another subtle bias is emotional overconfidence. When we feel strongly about something, we tend to overestimate our ability to predict the outcome. This can lead to risky decisions or dismissing advice from others. To counter this, practice humility. Seek input from people you trust and rely on facts and data to back up your choices. Overcoming emotional biases also requires self-awareness. Pay attention to patterns in your decision-making. Do you often let anger or excitement dictate your actions? Recognizing these tendencies is the first step to changing them. Journaling your thoughts or reflecting on past decisions can help you identify where emotional biases have influenced you and how to approach similar situations differently in the future. Finally, practice slowing down your decisions. Emotional biases thrive on urgency, pushing you to act before you've had time to think. When faced with a choice, take a moment to pause, gather information, and weigh your options. This simple act of slowing down creates space for logic to step in and balance your emotions. By overcoming emotional biases, you free yourself from the mental traps that cloud judgment and gain the ability to make decisions that align with your goals and values. This chapter equips you with the tools to recognize and counter these biases, ensuring that your emotions inspire your actions without controlling them. Chapter 6. How to train your brain for better decisions. Making better decisions isn't just about knowing what to do. It's about training your brain to think clearly, evaluate options effectively, and act with purpose. Like a muscle, your brain becomes stronger and more efficient with regular practice. By adopting specific habits and techniques, you can sharpen your decision-making skills and create a mindset that leads to better outcomes. The first step in training your brain is developing self-awareness. Recognize your natural decision-making tendencies. Are you impulsive, over-analytical, or easily swayed by emotions? Understanding these patterns helps you identify areas for improvement. Self-awareness is the foundation for making intentional and well-thought-out choices. One effective habit is practicing mindfulness. When your mind is cluttered with distractions or stress, it's harder to think clearly. Mindfulness helps you stay present and focus on the decision at hand. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even a short walk can calm your mind, creating space for logical thinking. Another key technique is breaking down decisions into smaller steps. Big decisions often feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination or rushed choices. By dividing them into manageable parts, you make the process less intimidating. For example, if you're deciding on a career change, start by researching options, then evaluate pros and cons, and finally, set a timeline for action. Building mental clarity is crucial for better decision-making. A cluttered mind leads to confusion and poor choices. Journaling your thoughts, writing down options, or creating a pros and cons list can help organize your thinking. Externalizing your thoughts often reveals insights that might be hidden when they're swirling in your mind. Training your brain also involves questioning assumptions. Sometimes we make decisions based on beliefs we haven't examined critically. Ask yourself, why do I believe this? And what evidence supports this assumption? Challenging these beliefs ensures your decisions are based on facts, not untested ideas or biases. Another important strategy is learning to manage emotions during decision-making. Emotions are natural, but they can cloud your judgment if left unchecked. When you feel emotional about a choice, take a step back and allow time for the intensity to subside. This pause prevents impulsive reactions and helps you approach the situation with a clearer mind. Visualization is a powerful tool for training your brain. Picture yourself making a successful decision and experiencing its positive outcomes. Visualization not only boosts confidence, but also helps your brain rehearse the decision-making process. The more you practice this mentally, the more natural it becomes in real life. Consistency in decision-making is another key aspect. Training your brain means creating habits that make good decisions automatic. For instance, if you consistently evaluate decisions with a set process, such as gathering information, weighing options, and considering outcomes, you build a reliable framework that guides you even under pressure. Another way to improve decision-making is by limiting distractions. In a world filled with constant notifications and interruptions, your brain can struggle to focus. Create an environment that supports concentration by setting aside dedicated time and space for important decisions. A focused mind makes smarter choices. Learning from past decisions is an invaluable practice. Reflect on choices you've made, both good and bad. What worked? What didn't? By analyzing these experiences, you gain insights that refine your decision-making process over time. This habit turns every decision into an opportunity for growth. Developing a growth mindset is also essential. A growth mindset views decisions as learning experiences rather than final verdicts. Even if a choice doesn't lead to the desired outcome, it offers valuable lessons. This perspective reduces fear of failure and encourages you to take thoughtful risks. Seeking input from others can enhance your decision-making process. Trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues can offer perspectives you might not have considered. However, it's important to balance external advice with your own judgment. Use input as a guide, not a crutch, to make informed choices. Time management plays a big role in decision-making. Rushing through decisions often leads to mistakes, while overthinking can create unnecessary stress. Set realistic timeframes for making choices. Giving yourself enough time to think while avoiding endless deliberation helps you strike the right balance. Training your brain for better decisions also involves practicing gratitude. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you naturally approach decisions with a positive outlook. Gratitude reduces stress and enhances clarity, making it easier to evaluate options and choose the best path forward. By the end of this chapter, you'll see that training your brain is a continuous process. Each decision you make, big or small, shapes your ability to think critically, act decisively, and create a life that reflects your goals and values. With practice, patience, and persistence, you can transform your decision-making skills and unlock the full potential of your mind. Chapter 7. When the heart has a role to play. In the constant battle between emotion and logic, it's easy to dismiss the heart as impulsive and unreliable. But the truth is, the heart has a crucial role to play in decision-making and in living a fulfilling life. Emotions, when understood and managed well, can be a source of deep insight, connection, and purpose. This chapter explores when and how to let your heart guide you in harmony with logic. The heart is the keeper of your values and passions. It reminds you of what truly matters, beyond the facts and figures. While logic can calculate risks and rewards, the heart brings meaning to those calculations. For instance, when choosing a career, logic might point to a stable, high-paying job, but your heart might remind you of your passion for creativity or helping others. Ignoring this voice can lead to success that feels hollow. One of the heart's most powerful roles is in relationships. Logic might analyze compatibility or weigh pros and cons, but it's the heart that feels connection, empathy, and love. Whether in friendships, family, or romantic relationships, the heart guides us to nurture bonds and care deeply for others. These emotional connections enrich our lives in ways logic alone cannot. The heart also plays a key role in moments of courage. Logic often advises caution, focusing on safety and predictability, but the heart inspires us to take risks, pursue dreams, and step outside our comfort zones. It's the heart that whispers, "What if this works?" even when logic points to all the reasons it might not. Courage comes from listening to this voice and daring to act. While the heart can sometimes seem irrational, it often holds wisdom that logic overlooks. Our emotions are shaped by experiences, instincts, and subconscious patterns. When you feel drawn to something or someone, it might be your heart recognizing an opportunity or connection your mind hasn't yet processed. Trusting this intuition, in balance with logic, can lead to unexpected rewards. However, the heart's role isn't to override logic, but to complement it. A decision driven purely by logic might be efficient, but lack depth, while a decision based solely on emotion might be inspiring but risky. The best decisions come when the heart provides purpose and passion, and logic provides structure and strategy. Together, they create a balanced approach that honors both your goals and your feelings. Listening to your heart also means understanding your emotions. Not all feelings are helpful, and some can mislead you. Fear, for instance, might hold you back from pursuing a meaningful opportunity, while anger might push you to make impulsive choices. By tuning into your heart and questioning your emotions, you can discern which feelings align with your values and which are temporary reactions. In moments of uncertainty, the heart helps you stay true to yourself. Logic can sometimes lead to choices that make sense on paper, but don't align with who you are. The heart reminds you of your authenticity, guiding you toward decisions that resonate with your identity and long-term happiness. This self-awareness is key to living a life of integrity and fulfillment. The heart also fuels resilience. When faced with challenges, logic might focus on the difficulty of the situation, but the heart holds on to hope and determination. It's your heart that keeps you moving forward, believing in better days ahead, even when the odds seem stacked against you. This emotional strength is essential for overcoming setbacks and staying committed to your goals. Purpose and passion are two areas where the heart shines brightest. Logic can help you set practical goals, but it's the heart that gives those goals meaning. Pursuing something you're passionate about fills your life with energy and enthusiasm. The heart reminds you that success isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about enjoying the journey. When making decisions that affect others, the heart encourages empathy and compassion. Logic might focus on efficiency or fairness, but the heart considers the emotional impact on those involved. This perspective fosters understanding and connection, leading to decisions that not only achieve results, but also strengthen relationships. The heart's role is especially important in creative endeavors. Logic can help organize and execute ideas, but creativity thrives on emotion and intuition. Whether you're writing, painting, or solving a complex problem, the heart provides the inspiration and passion that drive innovation and originality. In moments of doubt, the heart offers clarity, while logic might weigh endless options, leading to analysis paralysis. The heart often knows what feels right. This inner sense of direction can cut through overthinking, guiding you toward decisions that align with your values and aspirations. The heart also reminds you to prioritize joy. Logic might focus on productivity and results, but the heart knows the importance of happiness and balance. Taking time to enjoy life, connect with loved ones, and pursue what makes you happy is essential for overall well-being. The heart teaches us to be present. While logic often plans for the future, the heart encourages us to savor the moment. Being present allows us to fully experience life's beauty and appreciate the journey, rather than constantly striving for what's next. Forgiveness is another area where the heart plays a vital role. Logic might argue for justice or fairness, but the heart understands the healing power of letting go. Forgiveness frees you from the burden of resentment, creating space for peace and emotional freedom. Trusting your heart also builds confidence. When you listen to your emotions and honor your values, you strengthen your sense of self. This confidence helps you navigate life's challenges with clarity and assurance, knowing that your decisions come from a place of authenticity. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand that the heart isn't your enemy, it's your ally. When used wisely, it adds depth, passion, and meaning to your decisions. The key is not to let emotions overwhelm you, but to let them inspire you, guiding you toward a life that feels both purposeful and fulfilling. The heart has its flaws, but it also holds incredible strength. When you learn to balance its wisdom with the clarity of logic, you unlock a powerful tool for living your best life. Trust your heart, but let your brain lead the way, and together they'll create a path worth following. Chapter 8. Building a mindset for rational success. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of a strong and intentional mindset. A rational mindset combines clarity, focus, and discipline to guide you toward your goals. It helps you make decisions rooted in logic, not impulsive emotions, and equips you to navigate challenges with resilience and purpose. Building this mindset is a step-by-step process that transforms the way you approach every aspect of your life. The foundation of a rational mindset is clarity. Knowing what you want and why it matters gives your decisions direction. Without clarity, your efforts can feel scattered and opportunities might pass you by. Start by defining your goals clearly. What do you want to achieve, and how does it align with your values? When your goals are clear, your path becomes easier to follow. Self-awareness is another critical element. Building a rational mindset means understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and tendencies. Take time to reflect on how you typically make decisions. Are you prone to overthinking or impulsivity? Do you let fear hold you back? By recognizing these patterns, you can work on improving them and making more balanced choices. Practicing emotional regulation is essential for rational thinking. Emotions are powerful, but they can cloud judgment if left unchecked. Learning to pause and assess your feelings before reacting helps you respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing, or even a short break can create the space needed to think clearly. A rational mindset thrives on evidence and facts. Avoid making assumptions or relying solely on gut feelings. Instead, gather information, analyze data, and seek out multiple perspectives before making a decision. This approach minimizes bias and ensures that your choices are based on reality rather than perception. Critical thinking is a cornerstone of rational success. This means questioning assumptions, challenging your own beliefs, and being open to new ideas. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence supports it? Developing this habit strengthens your ability to make informed decisions and adapt to changing circumstances. Balancing short-term needs with long-term goals is another key to rational success. While it's tempting to choose what feels good in the moment, a rational mindset prioritizes actions that align with your bigger picture. For example, skipping an unnecessary purchase today might allow you to save for something more meaningful tomorrow. Consistency is vital for building a rational mindset. Success doesn't come from one big decision. It's the result of small, intentional actions repeated over time. Create daily habits that support your goals, such as setting priorities, managing your time, or practicing gratitude. These habits build momentum and keep you on track. Resilience is also a defining trait of a rational mindset. Life is full of setbacks, but how you respond to them defines your success. A rational thinker views failures as learning opportunities rather than roadblocks. Instead of giving up, ask yourself, what can I learn from this, and how can I improve? This perspective keeps you moving forward. Surrounding yourself with the right influences is crucial. The people you spend time with shape your mindset, whether positively or negatively. Seek out relationships that inspire and challenge you, while limiting time with those who drain your energy or reinforce negativity. Positive environments nurture rational thinking and encourage growth. Time management is a practical tool for rational success. A clear schedule reduces stress and allows you to focus on what matters most. Break your goals into manageable tasks and set realistic deadlines. By managing your time effectively, you create a sense of control that supports logical decision-making. Visualization is another powerful practice. Imagine yourself achieving your goals, making rational decisions, and handling challenges with confidence. Visualization trains your brain to align with your aspirations, making it easier to act in ways that support success. Pair visualization with action to turn your dreams into reality. Gratitude strengthens a rational mindset by shifting your focus to abundance rather than lack. When you appreciate what you have, you're less likely to make decisions driven by fear or insecurity. Gratitude fosters a positive outlook, which fuels motivation and helps you approach challenges with clarity. Setting boundaries is essential for maintaining focus. A rational mindset requires saying no to distractions and commitments that don't align with your goals. Protect your time and energy by prioritizing what truly matters. Boundaries create the mental space needed to stay clear-headed and intentional. Flexibility is another key trait. While a rational mindset values structure and planning, it also recognizes that life is unpredictable. Being willing to adapt and adjust your plans ensures that you stay on track, even when circumstances change. Flexibility allows you to navigate challenges without losing sight of your goals. Building a rational mindset also involves learning from others. Books, mentors, and constructive feedback can provide valuable insights that sharpen your thinking. Be open to advice and willing to admit when you're wrong. A growth-oriented attitude enhances your ability to make smarter decisions. Confidence is a natural result of a rational mindset. When your decisions are based on careful thought and clear goals, you trust yourself more. This confidence reduces self-doubt and empowers you to take action, even in uncertain situations. Confidence fuels consistency and strengthens your resolve to succeed. Balancing emotion and logic is another skill of a rational thinker. While logic provides clarity, emotions add depth and purpose to your decisions. Learning to honor your feelings without letting them overpower reason ensures that your choices are both thoughtful and meaningful. Journaling is a valuable tool for developing a rational mindset. Writing down your thoughts, goals, and decisions helps you reflect and gain clarity. Journaling also allows you to track your progress and identify patterns in your thinking, which can reveal areas for growth. Patience is critical for rational success. Big achievements take time, and rushing can lead to poor decisions. A rational thinker understands that consistent effort, rather than quick fixes, leads to lasting results. Cultivating patience helps you stay focused on the long game, even when progress feels slow. By the end of this chapter, you'll see that a rational mindset isn't just about making better decisions. It's about creating a life that reflects your values and aspirations. When you think clearly, act intentionally, and stay consistent, success becomes not just a possibility, but a reality. Building a rational mindset is an ongoing journey, not a one-time effort. Each decision you make shapes the person you're becoming. With practice, patience, and persistence, you can transform your thinking and unlock a level of success that feels both purposeful and fulfilling. As we come to the end of this audiobook, remember this: your emotions can inspire you, but your brain is the compass that keeps you on the right path. Blindly following your heart might feel right in the moment, but true success and clarity come from balancing feelings with logic. Your heart feels, but your brain knows. Trust that balance to guide you toward better choices and a brighter future. We've explored the traps of emotional decision-making, the power of logical thinking, and how to strike the perfect balance between the two. The key to a successful life isn't silencing your heart. It's learning when to let your brain take the lead. Now, it's your turn to apply these lessons. Take control of your decisions, trust the wisdom of your mind, and build a life where your choices align with your goals. Remember, every great journey starts with the right direction, and your brain is ready to guide you there. Thank you for joining this journey, and here's to creating a smarter, more intentional future.